Laurent Farge is a seasoned leader that combines robust and rigor operations with design sensibility. Laurent's experience spans 2 decades across the GCC, Middle East, and Europe. He has been recognized in the Fit Out Power List for 2025. And with us today is Laurent, and I'd like to welcome you for joining us on Miles podcast.
I have a selected numbers of developer that I will work with and some that I will not work with. I want to go to the Palm Island. I want to be able to go to downtown in 15 minutes.
That's the beauty of these locations. It's in close proximity to the sea.
When I buy an apartment, I look at different aspects. I do believe we've got 17 billion dirhams
Yeah.
work in hand.
It's been almost 10 years since I met you when I was working at Select Group, and you guys did the construction of the residences at Marina Gate and the fit out of it. And we're here, just to kind of have a discussion in terms of how ALEC FITOUT plays a fundamental role across the real estate sector over the 7 Emirates. And again, it's been a nice journey. We've worked on another project as well together, and that's expected to be handed over next year. But I'd like to introduce you to our guests, by you highlighting when you moved to Dubai, when you onboarded with ALEC.
Thanks for receiving me. I have started my career in 1995, and I have only been doing fit out in all my life. Originally, I started to work in Saudi Arabia for 2 years. Then I moved to Lebanon for 5.5 years.
Nice.
And then I came.
What year did you move to Lebanon?
Sorry?
During the war?
I was in Lebanon between 97 to 2002, 2003,
Yeah.
which was the best part of Lebanon.
Yeah. That was like you were working on the redevelopment of the
Yeah,
Solidaire
so I did
downtown area?
a couple of projects. The first one was the Grand Sarai, which
very
was
nice.
at that time the Prime Minister office for
Correct. Rafiq Hariri?
for Rafiq Hariri. Then we had a joint venture with a company called Karagula, where we did the full redevelopment of the Phoenicia Hotel. And after that, I moved to the Sheraton Coral Beach.
Nice.
So from a career point of view, originally I had a diploma in sales. I had to do my army. And in order not to do the army, I was actually appointed by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to work for a company. And this is how I started in the fit-out industry. Then I started doing some procurement work on the Phoenicia Hotel. And then I moved to the Coral Beach, where I started with procurement, site engineering. And then at some stage, they decided to fire the project manager of our company. And then they put me as the project manager. So at that time, we were working with a gentleman by the name of Taha Koailai.
Yes,
I don't
yes.
know.
Of course, they were very popular back
They were
then.
very popular.
Back then,
Yeah. It was the time where I was visiting the site with maybe 40 bodyguards.
Yeah.
And if I was saying no to the client, they were opening their jacket and showing me all the guns that they had
Yeah.
in their pocket. Okay, so it was a bit of a challenge.
Sensitive.
Sensitive.
You have to be politically correct always.
Yeah, but they somehow liked me. Obviously, the guy did not know a word of English, neither French. So there was some translator. And I ended up doing 7 mock-up rooms for him.
For the Sheraton.
For the Sheraton
Coral Beach. Yeah.
which was a typical rooms, but one day he liked it that, the next day he didn't like it. Okay, anyway, we ended up doing that jobs, we deliver it.
Tell me about like the lifestyle in Lebanon. What did you enjoy the most? Living there for 5 years, I'm sure it's been
So at
as an
that
expat
time,
a nice experience.
I was a bit younger, obviously.
So you were very active in the nightlife.
So my nightlife was a bit challenging. I'll tell you what was the problem. I came to Lebanon and I had a French credit card, somehow a local credit card, if there was credit card at that time. and the lifestyle of Lebanon was very appealing. So we were going out a lot.
You were maxing
And
out your credit cards?
so I was maximizing my credit card until the bank in France told me I'm going to be blacklisted
Okay.
because I was not earning a salary, but spending the salary.
Yes.
So that was a nice. So we're going out. Obviously, beautiful girls,
Yes.
nice natures. So going to Fakra and Feraya to ski over the weekend,
Nice.
going to the beach clubs. So yeah, it was very nice.
And then you moved on to Dubai, fast forwarding to better opportunities
So
with
I
ALEC.
was working with that. No, I
Yeah.
was working with this company called Kokash.
Yeah.
And at that time, it was 2003. There was a boom in Dubai. So we decided to open an office in Dubai.
That's the real estate boom.
Yes, that was
Yeah.
the real estate boom. Okay, so I arrived here. We were 2 or 3 guys. We then established an office in the middle of there, somewhere, nowhere, anyway. And then we tried to promote ourselves. Of course, we had no people, no factory, we had nothing, right? We priced a couple of jobs, and then we priced with ALEC the Kempinski Hotel, which was
Mall of the Emirates.
Mall of the
Yeah.
Emirates. So it was the second biggest job that ALEC had done at that time, which was in joint ventures with Boualeba. Okay, at that time wasn't called ALEC, it was called Aljaber Engineering and Contracting, because ALEC is the
Yeah.
short form. So they had done the Medina Jumeirah. And then at that time, ALEC did not have the license to go high level.
It was a limited,
There was
limited
a
level.
high
Yeah.
license. So they did a joint venture with Boualeba, but the jobs was controlled by ALEC. So I organized the meetings with the guy. I went there. I told them the big blah, 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 what we can do. We have a factory in Lebanon and all of that. So I put a price. I put a very, very competitive price because I said, this is my first job in Dubai. I almost need to do that job at cost.
Mm.
Okay, because this is for reputation purpose. I'm not here to make money. So I invited them in Beirut. I showed them project that we have done in another place. I helped them a bit because the client changed the design and all that. And then we ended up secure the jobs. We arrive on the jobs. Obviously, all my things was blah, blah, blah. So I have only 3 guys. I don't have gypsum carpenter. I have nothing.
Yeah.
Okay. But we created a team.
And you took on that risk.
We took the risk. We started. We then became 10. And then we grew the business.
I think it's very important when the management team is structured and they're adamant about delivering something. It will be executed despite whatever shortfalls you had. Like there was no manpower with you, but you fought, secured the project, and things started to roll out for you. And you never looked back from the Kempinski. You only took on other projects, larger projects. And then maybe we can touch upon how you managed the 2008 financial crisis, because I'm sure that was a significant
that affect us.
Effect.
But I think coming back to that Kempinski, number one, ALEC was the main contractor, and the guy that managed that job at that time was Barry Lewis, which is now our CEO. There was Nathan, that is now the MD of Alemco. And there was Cobus Dreyer, that is the commercial director of ALEC Holdings. So for them, it was their first jobs. So they were my age. They wanted to grow also. Yeah. And they were not in the attitude that they want you to nail you. They were here to help you. Okay?
And that's what successful organizations would do, right?
So they will say, okay, you are short a bit of gypsum guy. Okay, but we know another gypsum guy that have approached us. Why don't you meet with him? Maybe you can take him as a subcontractor or onboard him. So they were quite happy to make it work. Also, my price was very attractive to them.
Yeah.
So somehow they had to work a bit with me, you know. And I did provide them all the commercial bonds, which is advance payment guarantee, performance bond. So I fulfill the contractual obligation, which is very important in this market, right? Because a developer or a contractor will not take the risk if he doesn't have a company that can support the finance part. Yeah. So we started that jobs, which we delivered successfully. And then they gave me another jobs, which was Media One Hotel.
Internet City, Media
in
City.
Internet City. And we did again that project, which was again very, very successful. And I had this very, approach that we could all work together. So let's say I had no aluminum window, but I was installing joinery. Okay, which as per the rules, I should not be doing it. But I was helping the project to grow. Project was very well received and all that. After that, it was the 2007 period where there was a lot of jobs. So we secure Ibn Battuta project, which was with Seven Tide, if I'm not mistaken about the name.
It's the journey of Ibn Battuta. I think it's from Tunis to China, some city in China.
No, not the shopping mall, the hotel.
Okay.
The hotel.
Which was the Movenpick.
Which is, at that time, it was a different name, but now it's the Movenpick. So we did that. And then they also gave us at that time the full fit out of the full Oceana residence.
Okay.
The 700 on the Palm. Okay. Now, crisis come, project stop overnight. I had also another jobs with Omniat, which was going okay, but again, crisis come.
So how large was ALEC FITOUT in 2008 when
so ALEC FITOUT? So I was at
ALEC
that time,
as a whole.
At time as what as Kokash. Okay.
Okay.
So that's the jobs that I secured as Kokash, my previous business. Okay. So now we are having all these jobs, but a bit losing them and losing them. Performance bond being pulled out here, performance bond. At the same day, ALEC also had a jobs with the same client. The client pulled out 17 bonds in one day. All the jobs that he had, bond, crisis. Okay?
And these bonds in your field is basically to rationalize that the funds are available for them to pay you, correct?
No,
it's a form of a so people can understand what a bond is. And
so you supply two type of bonds. You supply a bonds which is a bonds against the advance guarantee that you are getting from the client.
Okay.
So if the client give you a bond, if he give you 10%, then you give him a bond of 10%. But there is a performance bond, which is a bond that is being used to basically guarantee your performance.
Okay.
Okay. And these bonds can be pulled out automatically or within a 7 days period by the client if the client feel by different formal notifications saying you are not performing there, you're not, and he pull out the bonds, and with that he appoint another contractor. But at that time, that wasn't the situation.
Everybody was pulling out.
So everybody got their bond pulled. So now banks are starting calling you. You have to appoint lawyers and all of that. Yeah. Anyway, so we started sorting it out. But what happened in that ALEC in Kokash is that there was a bit of a change of management. The old guys, which was the owner and the chairman, were retiring. There was a new generation. The new generation wanted us to do a kind of a collateral management, four of us, and which was because at that time the company was present in Saudi, in Lebanon, in Jordan, and all that. And they told me, okay, why don't you take Dubai and all of that? And I wasn't comfortable, so I said, I'm going to move out. So I moved out. And then mid 2008, not me, maybe March, April, there was, and this was before the recession.
Yeah.
Okay. But the recession was starting. We had a massive order from a big developer in Abu Dhabi that was in association before with Langoro Aldar, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And they had to provide 6,000 accommodation for Etihad Airways. And we were supposed to do prefabricated bathroom unit. What is a prefabricated bathroom unit? So you need a complete toilet with shower, bathtubs that you produce outside in a factory, and then you insert it into the project.
Mm-hmm.
And that was quite easy because the apartment were standard, the design was finalized, and you could produce that in a factory. So you get 97%, 98% quality. It's environmental friendly. Productivity is better. But then the project starts stopping. So we had 6,000 pods, 4,000 pods, 2,000 pods.
This was all in March 2008?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then no pods.
Okay.
But the recession happened in September. So it started slowly like this. Now, I am in ALEC. At that time, I was a partner in ALEC to do these pods. I am doing that. Now, I was newly married. I had a child that was 6 months old. Okay. We were seeing people coming from the UAE. Half of the way coming with their boat, the boat was returning back to their country. That was the reality. Mm-hmm. People were leaving the car at the airport. Yeah. Well, so it was challenging. So Case, which was our ex-CEO, told me, why don't you start again the fit out? So I said, okay, we can make a try. So we re-established a fit out division. I took the small guy that I had from the previous business. Again, we are 3 or 4. And then we put a startup cost, very low startup cost. And then we said, okay, let's now work on fit out that ALEC is having in-house. So you have a slow start. So we started that. We did Qasr Al Sarab, which was a project in the desert.
Yeah.
Then
that's in Abu Dhabi?
Yes, in Al Ain.
Yeah.
Okay, so the empty quarter, which is close to the Saudi border. So we did that. And then after that, we picked up the Royal Mirage refurbishment, the one on the beach. And we starting hiring people, finding subcontractor and all of that. And the first year, which was 2009, we did a turnover of 40 million, 40. Okay, so we started doing some fit out. And then year after, we've grown. Okay, so at the moment, just to correlate, and we can go back to the other things, we are a staff. We have a staff of 470 staff. Staff for us means from the foreman on site up to the management. I'm talking about ALEC FITOUT. Yeah. And we have around 1,500 laborers. Okay. And at the moment, we do fit out, teaming, museum. And recently, we have acquired a joinery factory in Ras Al Khaimah. Mm-hmm. We are building it. And we've built it and we started it. Nice. And then we are looking at some other business that can fulfill or that can be a complement to our activity. Now with, ALEC FITOUT working on the casino, how many other projects are you overseeing simultaneously? So across the UAE? But just to come back to the win, there is not only us as a fit-out contractor. Okay. You have another 2 other fit-out contracting company that have other packages. So, for example, we have a massive package in our things that is the spa, which is 5,500 square meter, which is one of the biggest spa. And Win has announced that there will be also an expansion
Mhm.
of the win.
No, my question was, have you're about to reach 2,500
Yeah,
in terms of manpower
yeah,
on the win
yeah,
itself.
yeah.
Now, given you're the managing director of ALEC FITOUT,
Yeah.
I'm sure you have other projects across the 7 Emirates. What's
Yeah.
the total number of projects, and how many people are actually deployed, like at the moment?
Yeah, so in Ras Al Khaimah at the moment that's win. Okay.
Yeah.
If I look at Biltmore at the moment, we've got at Dubai at the moment, we've got Biltmore project,
Okay.
okay, which is around 450 apartments, which we are doing with your guys. We are doing the complete refurbishment now of Zabil Sarai on the Palm Island,
Yeah.
which is owned by Al Shamal,
Yes.
where we are doing two phases. So half of the hotel will be refurbished now, and it's a period of 8 months. And then there is another phase that will start. So this is talking about 350 bedrooms that will be fully refurbished with additional scope that will be the public area and all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the project we have in
Dubai.
Dubai at the moment. We also have penthouses in Waldorf of Astoria that
Yeah.
we have for a private investor, but they are big penthouses. We've got a couple of jobs that we're going to close very soon in Dubai. Talking to Abu Dhabi, we are busy completing Sheikh Zayed Museum, National History Museum, and we are looking at some massive jobs. In this is for more our teaming division because you have Disney that will come,
Mhm.
okay? You have Harry Potter that will come.
These
Yeah,
are all very exciting
there is
projects.
the Sphere that have been
Correct.
announced,
Yeah.
okay, the same
Yes.
that you have in Las Vegas.
They actually, Abu Dhabi took on the rights for the sphere in
They,
the region.
yes,
It's
they
not only limited to the
yeah,
UAE.
yeah, they have the full, and at the moment they are going to build the one exactly the same, which I believe at some stage they will now bring new technology because the previous one was 7 years old,
Yeah.
okay, and it was done during
And these
COVID.
are all projects you're bidding for, correct?
Yeah, so
So is it right to say there's approximately 5,000 employees currently working across your projects in the UAE as we speak now? And
no,
Saudi?
in terms of staff, as I said, we are around 500, 1,500 laborers at the
Okay.
moment. But we also use a lot of supply chain.
Yeah.
So we use people to help us with the marble,
Third
the
parties.
ceramic,
Yeah. Okay.
the false ceilings, and all of that. Indirectly, we employ 4,500 laborers.
Yeah.
Okay? Because what we like to have is we like to have a constant manpower. And sometimes we are super busy, sometimes we are less busy. But we are also employing, I mean, we have an estimation team based in India, okay, that is supporting us for, we are employing designer or drafting people and architect all over the world,
Yeah.
okay, because we don't find the resources here, yeah.
Globalization.
Yeah, so we go globalization and we procure all over the world, yeah. Coming out from that region, and I hope I've not forgotten a job, we have 4 hotels in Saudi. So we've got 3 on Amala, Six Suns, Four Seasons, Red Life Marine Institute, which is a museum.
And Amala is basically located on the Red Sea coast, correct?
Yeah. Then we have W Hotel, which we are doing in King Abdallah Financial District. And then we have a massive water park called Kidia Water Park, where we have done 140,000 square meters of rockwork.
Laurent, I got to meet you during the residences at Marina Gate. And again, ALEC FITOUT was working on the 2 residential towers and Jumeirah Living Marina Gate, which was the branded component. What I saw in you is you believed in that development so much that you've actually invested in it.
Yes.
Is this something you usually follow with different projects you work on? Or was it the location?
I actually look at different points. Number one, when I buy a property, I am looking at who is the developer. Okay. So I have a selected numbers of developer that I will work with and some that I will not work with, which I will not mention
Let's
the
talk about
one.
developers you would work with.
So I like to work with Select, obviously. I like to work with EMAR. I will not mind working with Shoba, although I believe they are launching a lot at the moment. I like to work with Dubai Holding, with Nakil, and I like to work with developer. Like I have bought in Buildmore at the moment because I have trust into the project. I've liked the location. I have liked the design because I'm also the contractor. I understand the product and the effort that has been put in that jobs,
Yeah.
right? Because what I looked at is, and because it is my field, what are the type of the switches that the guy is going to put? What type of air condition is going to put, right? What will be the facilities that I will have? Because I buy it from an investment point of view
Yeah.
versus not a place that I buy for myself.
Yeah.
But I'm always looking at, will that project that I buy at a certain price will grow? And this is what I do.
And usually, like, given that you've invested at Marina Gate and you've invested at Biltmore, I mean, that's what I'm familiar with, so forth. So you've seen appreciation in those
Oh,
products.
big
Yeah.
time. So, as I said, let's look at Marina Gate. Beautiful project, nice architectural, close to all the community, okay? Close to the metro, close to restaurant, close to shops, okay? You have a beautiful marina walk. So if you want to do sport in the morning, it's amazing. Nice
Depending
gyms.
on the season. If you're
Sorry?
doing it outdoors, it's
Yeah.
depending on the season.
But inside, you've got massive gyms. You have got techno gyms equipment. So you are not having a developer that has just put a
I
treadmill.
think Marina Gate is a Class A asset for Dubai Marina overall, with the retail component, with the paddle tennis, with the brands that
So
they
you
have
have
at the
the paddle
gyms.
tennis, you have a squash court, you have 2 swimming pools, you have access to the Jumeirah living. Okay, if you want to get to have a nice restaurant, we did the same premises. You can see that the project is well maintained. You have an app. The app is telling you, okay, you want to book paddle from one time to one time, you book. Okay, there is a community
Yeah.
within the building. So all of that, it means that you are going to have a luxury lifestyle within Dubai and a community that it's almost self-sufficient.
Good. So
Okay.
for us to multiply our money, we got to look for certain aspects when investing in real estate, which is definitely comes down to the quality, maintenance, longevity of the building and the management that's in place.
Yeah,
You'd agree?
true.
Yeah.
But the view, the location, and I would say the Marina Gate, it's a building that has been built in a way that it's attracting young people. If you go to the gym today,
Yeah.
you got people that are on the 30, 35 doing sport every day.
Just like you and I.
Yes,
Yeah.
not every day. That has a lifestyle. Okay. And this is people that are earning a decent salary, that are ready to pay for a premium to get in the right location. Okay. Which should be, I believe, a different clientele that you might see in GVC and all of that. That's how I see it.
Yeah.
And Marina Gate is, from my point of view, I always thought Marina Gate is broken into three phase. The best is Marina Gate 1. The second good part is the Dubai Marina Mall. And then if you go to the phase 3, you have a massive issue with traffic. And all of
True.
that, right? There, and these buildings works so well on a short-term apartment because you have within your apps, you can book, you can get food easily. You can get someone to come and clean your apartment every day if you want,
Yeah.
2 hours a day. Okay, you can do manicure, pedicure if you want to have a haircut. You got all this facility within this building. You come down from the building, you grab a taxi. There's a numbers of hotel around you.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a full lifestyle. So that's what I like it about this type of building.
And I guess that's why you've also invested into the Biltmore, given it falls under a branded hospitality group with the facilities that are going and amenities that are going to be introduced and the upgrades that have been done.
Yeah, so
That gave you the confidence, right?
yeah. So what I buy when I buy an apartment, I look at different aspects. The location. Okay. The view that I'm going to get. I am a smoker personally, and I know that my client want a balcony. I want to be a position if I buy a 1 bedroom apartment, I want in a position to have enough space to put a sofa bed. So I can receive 4 guests versus 2 guests, which is important for the family, which is what we have in Biltmore.
Okay, but when you receive 4 guests, does that allow you to charge a higher rate per night?
Definitely.
Okay.
Because I will get a guest with either a young kids, 2 young kids. Okay. So then I will look at what are the facilities that will be offered to these people. Yeah. So they need a gym. They need a gym of a certain size, which from my point of view needs to be either live fitness or techno gym. Okay. Because people look at that. I want them to have a sauna, a steam rooms. Now they have got this very fancy shower with jet left and right. You know, all of the people look at that. Now they will also look at the fact: am I not too far from the metro if I have to catch the metro? Am I be able to get a taxi? I might be able to grab some food from downstairs or having a restaurant around my place. Yeah. Or a place where Deliveroo, Talabat will deliver me within 5 or 10 minutes. And you know, these days, nobody goes to shop anymore. So you can get Karim Quick that will deliver you the water, the food, and all of that. So you want this facility close to you, you know?
Yeah.
If you live in other place, you might not get that. And I mean, I know that for me, I live in a villa at the moment. At that time, Deliveroo was not even delivering food.
Yeah.
You know, so I look at all these aspects. I want to be close to Biltmore. I want to be close to the lifestyle. So I am 5 minutes away from Dubai Marina by taxi. I don't need to take a car because taking a car today in the U, it's an headache. I want to go to the Palm Island.
Yeah.
I want to be able to go to downtown in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
That's what I want to.
But that's the beauty of these locations. I mean, it's in close proximity to the sea, onto Sheikh Zayed Road. And once you're out of a community and you hit Sheikh Zayed Road, other than traffic stopping you, there's no traffic light. So
True.
you're just driving directly to the destination, and then it could become a mess. Like, depending on the time of day, you drive into Business Bay, weekend, weekday into downtown. But I totally agree. Like, such areas with proximity to Sheikh Zayed and the sea are also added value. Plus, what you've mentioned and just reinforcing the quality of finish and the building management and the amenities, all of these do drive value.
Of course. But if you look at Biltmore, and let's assume you are facing the sea, you go straight, you will go to Medina Jumeirah,
Yeah.
which has 4 or 5 Jumeirah Beach hotels and all of that. That if you go on your right, if you go on your left, you will go to Dubai Marina.
Yeah.
So you have everything around yourself, okay? And you can say, boom, I'm going. You don't need to plan it for years and all of that, yeah? The beauty also of this apartment is that with all these apps like Just Life and all of that, you want a nanny to take care of the kids, you'll get a nanny. Okay. All of these buildings also are offering high quality concierge at the entrance. So high quality means you can get recommendation. Okay. Let's say I have a child of 1, 2, 3 years old. I am new in Dubai. They will give you the security or the comfort that if there is any issue, they'll be here and you are 5 minutes away.
Yeah.
So whatever can happen, you can go back. I mean, this is what I look at. The second things, I don't know if I mention it here, I always like to buy in premium location because I believe that whatever the market comes, whatever the market will, everybody's saying the market will drop. We know maybe it will drop, maybe it won't. Great location will never drop.
And I mean, even if there is a drop, there's still the demand. The dynamics of Dubai, the UAE in general, has changed a lot post COVID. Population growth, the traffic that we now see is maybe multiplied. It doesn't matter if there's a slowdown. People will stay, and there will be a recovery.
But also, Hisham, if you look at this today, let's assume you want to buy cheaper and you say, okay, I'm going to go to Town Square at the back of Arabian Ranges.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not cheaper, lower price.
Lower price, cheaper, lower price. Okay. The guys, I mean, I've got guys living there. My office is in Marina Plaza, which is Dubai Marina. The guys are telling me in the morning it's between 1 hour 10 to 1 hour 30 minutes. Okay, that's their driving distance. Okay, so it's a disaster. So it's 3 hours every day. So some of the guys now have to leave office at 4 o'clock in order to reach home.
Or they could stay till 7. You can make them work more and they'll reach quicker because traffic eases.
Yeah, but they also need to see their family.
You give them nice weekends.
Okay, now we do give them nice weekend, but they also need to pick up the kids from school.
Yeah.
And so it becomes an issue, or they have to come to the office very early in the morning.
Yeah.
Okay, so then they don't have lifestyle. So that's what I like in this type of location.
So there's something, we were touching upon where you were talking about people considering the market slowing down or the market picking up, and how premium areas will always be well positioned despite the market conditions, right? Now, given you're in fit out and you're one of the largest companies in the UAE, right? How's the pipeline of projects? Because this can give us an indication if there's more residential, commercial projects coming online or not.
Okay, so
like, for example, 2025 over 2024 performance.
So for us as a fit out business at the moment, and I am talking about our civil division as well, I do believe we've got 17 billion work in hand.
Dirhams?
Not execute, 17 billion dirhams work in hand. Okay. Why is that? Because what are the big projects that are coming up? You've got Maktoum Airport. Okay. Maktoum Airport, which will be a project for 10 years.
Yeah.
You have the existing airport that also need to be maintained and revamped for another 6-7 years. Okay, because they still have to. Okay, we are hearing about new tower being built in downtown Business Bay at the moment. Okay, Sheikh Zayed Road is going to be having more development, right? Ras Al Khaimah is also going to boom. Al Khawem is booming.
Yeah, I think all Emirates at the moment are experiencing a boom.
The Al Ain is going to open more museum.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I mean, you've got Harry Potter that has been announced, Disney World that has been announced.
Yeah.
The Sphere has been announced. So Abu Dhabi will become a massive cultural
Entertainment hub, yeah,
hub.
and cultural
Okay?
hub for sure.
But at the end of the day, people will still need to spend time in Dubai, go there for a day or two, come back here. There is the massive land that are behind the greens.
Yeah,
Okay.
that looks like a very exciting, interesting project, and a lot of people are questioning.
Yeah. So at the
When?
moment, I can say we are tendering for the massive sales center, okay, which will be in the middle, which will be presenting the full location and what they want to do. But you have to look at that, the land of that, although there is the horse riding in the middle, but the land is the size of Springs and Meadows.
Yes,
You don't realize it
yes.
when you drive around.
No, you don't. You like I've seen it from above in one of the buildings that are on the outskirts.
Yeah.
It's a massive parcel, and it's a beautiful one,
Yeah.
and it's very well connected. The
Yeah,
infrastructure
yeah.
is decent.
You also have to look at the fact that they have improved a lot their metro system.
Yeah,
Metros are coming, so everything will be more and more connected. So I think there might be maybe a slide down, but also Dubai is having 200,000 people every year
yeah.
coming. Yeah. So
And in
you
terms
need
of population, like we're
population,
talking about
yeah.
residents. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're talking about residents.
Yeah. And so I mean, they need to sleep somewhere. Huh?
So now that you're saying 17 billion at play, you think 2026 that's going to increase for you?
Yes. Yeah, because as I said, we're looking at some massive development like Maktoum Airport. Yeah.
Yeah.
The other part in our market is hotel needs to be refurbished.
Okay.
Okay, so now we are doing Jumeirah Zabil Sarai on the Palm Islands, which is an hotel that has been opened 12, 14 years ago and now needs a full revamp. Let's say there is a new island that Shamal is also going to build in front of Burj Al Arab. You look at the fact that even Burj Al Arab will be renovated. Okay? So there is a lot of new project and project that will be renovated.
It just doesn't stop.
It doesn't stop.
Doesn't
yeah.
stop.
And if you look at the booming in the market, I mean, in Saudi as well,
Yeah.
there is a lot.
So Saudi was a recent move for ALEC FITOUT.
It's no, we've been there for the last 4 years.
Okay.
But if you look at Saudi, you have massive project in. So you have the Red Sea, you have Amala. They are going to develop Neom, which is all the ski resort and all of that. And then you have the Expo, the Universal Expo 2030, which they're saying that it will be bigger than any expo. Okay. Then they have invested in Qiddiya on a lot of attraction, water park. I mean, at the moment, if you go to Qiddiya, they are building 2,500 hotel bedrooms. Okay. There is the racetrack, the Formula One racetrack that is also going to be there.
Yeah.
There is a big vibe into this country.
And do your expansion plans go beyond the UAE and Saudi?
Well, we are looking at it and we are not saying no, but at the moment, we don't feel that we need to. I'm not saying we're not looking at opportunity because there could be opportunity in Egypt.
Yes.
But as a business, we provide the high-end product. Okay? So we need to be invited by a developer that is willing, and his aim is to have the top quality. We are in the high segment, so we want to remain in the high segment. That's our business. And we also believe that rack And we know that RAC has, and we picked up a jobs on the civil side. We started in the downtown of Ras Al Khaimah. So again, projects will come there.
Yeah, RAC is also going through an exceptional
Yeah,
transformation. I mean,
very
the
much.
casino has changed definitely the perception of investors.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for joining us today. It was informative, a lot of different points to go through. I'm sure we're going to be catching up very soon on one
Okay.
of the projects that we've discussed.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching the whole episode of Melis Podcast. A lot more guests that are contributors to the real estate field will be hosted over the next couple of weeks. We'd like for you to please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.